Cooking Up a Storm, sponsored by West Virginia Northern Community College Culinary Arts Program.
We're cooking up a storm, and today Hannah George joins us in the Cooking Up a Storm kitchen, aka my kitchen.
Yeah.
And Hannah is going to be filling in during the summertime, and you still have a semester to go.
A semester to go of school, yeah.
And you're going to see her on filling in during the weather at times, so you wonder who that new face is. There she is. So tell everyone, what are we going to make today first?
Yeah, so today we're doing, I think a good name for it is a strawberry shortcake trifle.
Did you like strawberry shortcake growing up?
I did. My aunt actually, she just made me a fantastic one a couple weeks ago. It was like her nanny's recipe. It was amazing. They did like milk on top of it and stuff. So I'm a big dessert person. I have a giant sweet tooth. Nothing is too sweet for me. So dessert's what I like to make the most.
You're more dessert than
I can cook if I need to, but I think desserts, to me, you get a little bit more wiggle room with the recipes, and that's what I like. I feel like when simple stuff like this, it's just much more fun for me.
So how do you get it started? We'll talk about you and just have fun.
All right, yeah. So first thing, have fun.
We got milk. What we got? 2.5 cups of milk.
Yeah, 2.5 cups of milk in here.
Does it matter what kind of milk?
Not really. I usually stick between the range of skim to 2%. I think last time I made this, I did skim, but today we're doing 1%.
See, I'm surprised by that. I would think you'd want to use like hefty, like.
You know what? I think because they're wanting it to be. Well, the recipe calls for it to be more of a mousse, so they're trying to stick like a light and fluffy.
Mousse. Do you know the difference between a mousse and a pudding?
To me, it's just that mousse is a little bit lighter. I don't really know if there's another difference.
I thought it had antlers. And
you know what? We'll stick some antlers in here too.
I should have had that open for you. Sorry.
No, it's
so
good.
That's the big.
This is the pudding. So you do the big pudding, not the smaller one. This is the 5 ounce.
And it is the instant pudding, not.
Yes, instant. Because this is super quick. I think because it's similar to Jell-O and it's the same brand, so you think it takes a while, but this is a very quick thing to do, and you just kind of you're gonna want to stir it until it gets thick. Sometimes it takes a little longer. It depends on how the pudding is feeling that day.
Really? So you go to Penn State, which is fond of my heart because that's where I went to school for meteorology. Best meteorology program
by far. It's amazing.
In the country. And you also have a journalism as well. So you want to you're going to be reporting, you're going to do weather. You want to do a jack of all trades.
Yeah, I went into school thinking the weather was kind of where I wanted to be, and I honestly didn't even want to be on TV at first. But I kind of fell in love. They have campus weather service at Penn State, and that's the communication sides of things. And I figured out that was really where my strong suit was, and it's what I was most passionate about. And I realized that the journalism and the reporting is such an important thing. I think especially nowadays, with social media and stuff, it's important to have like real news, whether it's weather, sports, whatever it is.
From trustworthy places.
Yeah.
A lot of misinformation out there these days.
Yeah.
And you're even into sports too, because you sort of have you work with during school. You work with the Athletic?
Yeah. I'm a live production part-time employee, no longer intern at Penn State with athletics. So we work for anytime anything is streamed on the Big Ten Network. The graphics and everything, all the cameras is run by my team.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
You can basically do it all at the TV station.
I try. I think I really wanted to get to know how to do some of the behind-the-scenes things, because I think it helped me feel more comfortable on camera, so that's kind of why I started doing that.
and now we have cooking too.
Yeah, now I'm also
so
a
you could
chef.
add this to the resume. Yeah.
Okay,
So you think that's good? It looks nice and glossy.
Yeah, it looks thick. It looks like a pudding more.
Yeah.
It's getting thick. So once that is kind of stirred up, we're gonna add then Cool Whip into it. So this is when it becomes more of a mousse. So just the 8 ounce Cool Whip.
This guy?
Yeah, and we'll just put that on. This varies for me, like I said, because sometimes I want to use it for a topping. So sometimes I don't put as much in simply because I want it to be more of a thicker thing, or I want to use it as a topping.
I do have some ready whip maybe for the topping, but
yeah,
we'll see
you
how
don't
much
need
is
it.
in
That's
here.
just for show. That's not a necessity for this. It's more, honestly, the Cool Whip is more important to have in this to make it the fluffy mousse that the recipe I originally got this from calls for.
Now, while you're doing that, do you want me to maybe...
You can start,
This is a lovely...
yeah.
I had Hannah bring her own trifle bowl.
That's
Is it a
from
bowl? I don't know.
a trifle
glass
dish, glassware. I don't know.
What it is.
Yeah.
I've always wanted a trifle
It's
dish.
my mom's. A lot of stuff like this we have at my house was my mom's that she probably got when she was married. So about 25 years ago when she got married, she might have gotten this.
So I would put this, first layer is going to be our pound cake?
Yes. So yeah, we're doing pound cake.
Did I chop that up enough?
Yes. They say bite size. I usually do a little bit more like this.
Yeah.
Just because I think it makes it easier to serve. With the cake, you can do a variety of things. The pound cake's the easiest, and you can buy that. Some people make it homemade. I've done it with like a homemade angel cake or like a chocolate devil's cake, I think they call it, if you want to do more of like a chocolate strawberry. I actually did that last weekend with chocolate. It was a big chocolate one. So the cake is what you can vary and kind of change the flavor a lot with, but this is the easiest
By the way, if you want a great pound cake recipe, check it out on Cooking Up a Storm. My family's pound cake, just search it on there and you'll be able to find it. You don't want to miss it. That's a good one. I love that pound cake. Okay, but so is that good first layer, or do we want to add more?
Maybe do a tiny bit more. Because it starts to get smushed down once you add all the layers. And this can get pretty, this is probably the heaviest bit, so this will. But now you can kind of see this is less of that yellowy color and a little bit lighter. And the texture is kind of changed too.
It changed colors.
Yeah, it did.
It's like a chameleon.
So now it's more of a mousse because it's a little bit lighter and.
Well, this is like when you change from doing weather to reporting.
Yeah,
so
this represents me.
So we got this.
That's totally good. Yeah.
Good there?
So now
strawberries or the.
Yeah, the strawberries and kind of. I usually just kind of start to like press this down so it's an even layer because. My mom has always said
chopped strawberries. I sliced. Is that bad?
That's totally fine. No, it's good. And you want to make sure these get to the edge presentation-wise because this is really, to me, I love this because it's presentation and you can do, my mom growing up would do one with actual Jell-O and she'd make it like red, white, and blue for 4th of July, stuff like that. So this is a big thing if you want a pretty dessert. This is my go-to because it tastes really good, but it also is really pretty when you serve it.
It's Instagrammable.
It is Instagrammable.
That's the important part. I'm throwing them in. You can design them.
Yeah. I'll kind of do them how. I've seen ones where they literally stack them all up like perfectly. I don't have that kind of patience.
And they make USA out of the strawberries
and
blueberries.
See, I'm not doing all that, but just you want to make sure you can kind of see them from all edges. You can see here. Okay. It's kind of a. I think you can see.
So what I could have probably did first, maybe put some on the side like that, and then.
Yeah. I kind of just do it. However, we'll do it very pretty for this specifically since it's Cooking Up a Storm. You got to do the best. So now that that's in there, you're gonna add some of the mousse in. Okay. So this, like I said, it kind of already is good. You can see it's getting a little bit thicker. So we can just honestly.
What got you into weather? Is it something?
I don't know. I know everyone. I feel like a lot of people have like their stories that it was something
you don't have that big story. You don't have a storm that got you. No,
I wasn't. I mean, living in Pittsburgh, it's not like you have a lot of big crazy storms going on. But my family, like my uncle, he would put on the Weather Channel, and I got really into it. So there's a time period, I think anywhere we went, I would want the Weather Channel on the TV.
Favorite Weather Channel person?
Oh my gosh, that's a really hard one. I feel like the common answer is to say Jim Cantori, and I do find it funny when people are like, oh, a storm's bad because he's in the area. Like, that's pretty funny to me. But I think I have to say John Neese. I don't have much of an option.
Well, from Steubenville.
If he sees this, from Steubenville, my former professor, I feel like I have to say him.
Okay.
I have no choice.
Do you need me to hold something? Or?
Yeah, we can just kind of, if you want to even use that, we can just to get this in here. It's like I said, this is a very,
No, we're not that fancy?
No, I've never been. I kind of just, that's like I said about
You're going to get it in? It looks like you're on the edge. You're on the edge, Hannah. You're living on the edge. I thought it was going to go all down the side. Just keep going.
Okay, that's it. Let's kind of start spreading this on. Yeah, if you want to just.
Wait, get that?
There we go. Yeah, just so it doesn't, I don't want it to get on your counter.
Okay, no, it's okay.
So yeah, once again, spread it out so it's kind of everywhere and evenly distributed. So at this point.
No, I need a wet paper towel. I goofed it up.
Oh no.
Here, you can do that. I got
it. The presentation's ruined.
Yes.
But yeah, so this is the layer, like this is how it goes. And you just do this, it depends on your dish size, I think is the thing. I would say this is a little bit of a smaller trifle dishware. So I always have a little bit of extras, which my stepdad loves, because then he can just sit there and eat my cake and eat whatever is left over. So that's his dessert.
So do we...
Yeah, so now you restart it. And that's just, you basically just do this until it's full. Yeah, so the same thing we just did.
You want to throw some strawberries on while I'm doing that?
Yeah.
What's your favorite dessert? Is this it?
That's a very hard question for me. Like I said, I have a giant
ice cream.
I do. I would honestly say ice cream is one of my favorite foods, period. I love ice cream.
Favorite flavor?
I go back and forth. I'm a big raspberry chocolate type of
Ooh, I like
flavor.
that. I like that mix.
That's usually go-to. Or I think Brewster sometimes has like a wedding cake or a birthday cake
Yeah.
one when they have the icing in it. I love that. So those are probably my favorites. Favorite dessert though, I'm big on tiramisu. I've gotten into that over the years. But I'll eat anything if it's sweet. I'm not opposed.
Does that come from you? Because you used to be a barista too.
I did. I worked at Starbucks for.
Hannah wears many hats.
I like to be busy. I don't like to be busy. I do like to be busy. But I worked at Starbucks for probably about 3 years. I started in high school, and it was just a part-time thing. But I really loved it, and I know a couple of my coworkers that actually do live in Steubenville as well. And
Okay.
I just saw them yesterday and was like, hey, you gotta watch News 9. I'll be there.
So you're going to be the celebrity for the summer.
Yes. So,
And then you're going to go back to school, and
I
you're going to
am.
finish up, and you graduate in December.
yes, I graduate in December, which I'm excited I'm graduating early. Not excited to graduate in
Saving
the
your
cold.
parents lots of money.
Yes, I keep reminding them of that.
And now we're going to put do you need me to hold something?
If you want, this is just kind of like, it's heavier than it looks, believe it. So this is just, it's just however you want to do it. This is how the layers, oopsie, I got another
That's
counter.
okay.
Nah. As long as the
It
presentation
cleans
is
up.
good.
Yeah. Strawberry shortcake approved. See, I'm surprised you know strawberry shortcake because I feel like strawberry shortcake was like, you're too young for strawberry shortcake.
I
Is
guess.
strawberry shortcake still on
Okay, this should
TV
be
these
good.
days?
Yeah, I don't know if she's on TV these days, but I was a big Strawberry Shortcake fan when I was little. I had the DVDs.
Yeah.
I actually had a DVD that smelled like Strawberry Shortcake, if I remember
I think that's like
correctly.
my wife has a Christmas ornament that smells like strawberry
Yeah,
shortcake.
I like can vividly remember that.
And this is from her childhood, and the thing still smells. So
I
it's
definitely
kinda
watched
wild.
Strawberry Shortcake growing up, but I think she's changed, like her design and stuff over the years.
Oh, really? Has her smell changed? Still
I
smells
don't
like
know.
strawberries.
I would have to. That DVD might be in a bin somewhere at my grandma's. I don't know if we could find it.
So you're not still watching strawberry
No,
shortcake?
not actively. I'm bad at watching TV. I have like my shows I like, and I stick with those, and I don't change much.
Okay.
I'm really bad at movies too.
So is that it, or are we gonna put another
Yeah,
layer
so
on
this,
top? Or
yeah,
is that
at this
basically
point,
it?
if you want to do, so what I would
You could
usually
add
do like
more.
this, I usually do more like these. You might just do like a layer around, then strawberries in the middle, and some whipped cream or more of that on top. Is kind of how I usually would do.
I think it's a perfect. Let me get this out of the way so everyone can see it. The perfect summertime recipe. It's easy.
Yeah.
We like easiness.
Yeah, and I think this is really good to serve. Like that was so simple, and you can serve a lot of people with this. Like it's easy
Yeah.
if you have a party. You
I think the hard thing at the party is who's going to be the first one that actually
I
messes
know.
that
We
thing
actually
up.
had that at Memorial Day. The one I made, we kind of all stared at it for like an hour.
Yeah.
I think.
It's like, okay, now who's going to be the first to mess this
I think
up?
I was the one. I took the bullet.
So
but
I think
yeah.
we're going to taste it, right? We're going to do a
Yeah.
taste, so we're going to mess up
like
a little
doing half
bit,
of a topping,
or you're
but let's,
topping it.
Hey,
and
I was trying to make it pretty, but it's pretty enough. Look at it now.
We'll take a little scoop. So let's grab a plate.
Yes.
I didn't. We'll take it from the back end. How about
Okay.
that? And get a little bit of that.
There you go.
We just want to taste. This is like
Yeah.
a sample,
Yeah.
and looks good. It's like a strawberry. It's a
It
strawberry
is.
shortcake.
It is. It's like a
And I could see,
simplified version.
like you were saying, you could easily, if you wanted to maybe, pound cake probably has a little more calories, hence the word
Yeah,
pound.
you can do any type of cake.
Angel
any
food
type
cake
of.
would be a little,
Yeah.
would be a little more Weight Watcher friendly. Oh, it's good. It's sweet. Mm-hmm. It's cool.
Yeah.
And especially in the summer, like early summer, you get fresh strawberries from like a
Yeah.
local.
It's a good time of year to do a strawberry one.
Go to the farm, get some fresh strawberries. This is perfect. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna dig into the big trifle dish
Yeah, just with the spoon.
and start going to town. Well, thanks,
Oh, yeah,
Hannah.
there you go. And
that
you-
was simple.
Yeah, it's so simple. That's why I like to do these, and they look pretty, and people think you put a lot more effort into it than you really did.
So when you make us, you take us to your next cookout gathering this summer. You got to make sure you call it the Hannah George trifle.
Yeah, I want the royalties for the
Yes,
cake.
yes. So the News 9 Hannah George,
Yeah, that's the official name.
meteorologist, reporter, sports, and now chef.
Yes.
Sous chef.
Yeah.
On Cooking Up a Storm. So you got many, many titles. Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having
Thank you
me.
for coming, helping us out during the summertime.
Oh, yeah.
And you'll see Hannah
Yeah.
on a TV near you this summer. So until next time, we're cooking up a storm.
I was the first in my family to go to college. I was looking to switch careers.
I wanted the highest quality, but most affordable option for a degree.
No matter where you are in life, West Virginia Northern Community College can make your dream of a college degree a reality, with over half of our students being first-generation college students and free tuition for many programs. Northern is the right choice for you.
I can go to college. West Virginia Northern Community College. You belong here.
Cooking Up a Storm, sponsored by West Virginia Northern Community College Culinary Arts Program.